Lucy is back.
I'm moving in with Mr. Nathan Carter.
He said, I can never repay you, Nan, for what you've done for me.
Sweet. He bought you a car?
He bought me the Mercedes.
Yeah. I'm going on tour with him and his band, which is going to be so exciting. Will you wear any underpants?
No, true Scotsman.
And what's the crown jewels? Are you looking for love? But it could be like a fan.
Today, it could be a fan, definitely.
The new series of Living with Lucy starts Monday at 9 on TV3.
InsureMyHouse.ie, protecting homes nationwide.
It's changing France World winners on St. Patrick's Day at Twickenham.
Dreams never quite as it seems.
That's a stunning goal! Absolutely phenomenal!
Dream to you.
Ariel 3-in-1 Pods, the 3-compartment laundry detergent that cleans, lifts stains and brightens. Ireland's best liquid tabs against tough stains. Always keep away from children.
Hello, good morning. Welcome to the new look, Ireland AM, on Virgin Media 1. That's the new name for TV3. Well, it's Thursday, the 30th of August, and we've got a very exciting morning ahead. In news, the race is on for the presidency, and it could be Michael D. Higgins versus the Dragons. As the Irish Independent reports this morning that yet another businessman from Dragon's Den, Peter Casey, will formally announce his intention to seek a nomination today. We'll have more on that in a few moments.
And as you can see, we have a brand new home and we love it. We have a new kitchen, a huge sofa and lots more. And later in the hour, Alan will be bringing you behind the scenes so you at home can experience our new Ireland AM set.
And look at this. Isn't this incredible? We'd hold about 20 of us. So between commercial breaks, we didn't tell you this, but we have little naps.
Not so little in his case. Coming up later on in the programme, star of screen and stage Catherine Lynch will be here to tell us about her latest role in a play written by fellow comedian PJ Gallagher.
And after those late nights and long summer lie-ons, it can be hard to get back into a sleep routine in time for the school term. Well, sleep expert Lucy Wolfe joins us after 9 with her expert advice on getting back into the swing of things. If you have a question for Lucy, and you often do, email them in to us, irelandam@virginmedia.ie, and we'll get to as many as possible.
Now, we'd love to get you involved in the programme and in any of our discussions. So, Aidan, what are we chatting about this morning?
Well, Mark, US Open chiefs have been accused of sexism and double standards. This is after they sanctioned French tennis player Alice Cornet for removing her shirt on court because it was back to front. But there never seems to be an issue when the men do it. Why is that? We'd love to hear your opinion this morning. You can text us by writing AM plus your comments to 53131. You can now also WhatsApp us. The number is 089 611 111, or you can email irelandam@virginmedia.ie. Follow us or find us, by the way, also at irelandamvmt on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram.
Aidan, now let's find out what it's like weather-wise this morning with Alan.
Well, Ciara, it's going to be a cloudy start across the country this morning, but that cloud will break up from time to time and we are going to see some sunny spells. Now, later on, there is going to be an increase in cloud from the southwest and we are going to start to see some showers. I'll have full details in a few minutes.
Thanks, Alan. Let's go over to the Virgin Media News Hub. Here's Michael Ryan.
Thanks very much and good morning. Nominations officially open today for the 2018 presidential election. The sitting president can nominate himself, but everyone else will need the support of at least 4 county councils or 20 members of the Oireachtas in order to get their name on the ballot.
The race for Áras an Uachtaráin officially gets underway today. Nominations are opening for the 2018 presidential election. President Michael D. Higgins is the only confirmed nominee for the election, which will take place on Friday the 26th of October. As sitting president, he can nominate himself, though any other potential candidate would need the support of at least 4 county councils or 20 members of the Oireachtas. Yesterday, 2011 runner-up Sean Gallagher announced his intention to run. He joins a host of names who've registered their interest in a nomination, including Gavin Duffy, Joan Freeman, Gemma O'Doherty and Kevin Sharkey. Today marks the start of a 28-day period when prospective candidates can secure their name on the ballot paper. The closing date, the 26th of September. Derek Ryan, Virgin Media News.
John McCain's family, friends and constituents have gathered to honour the former US Senator at Arizona's state capitol building. A ceremony was held on what would have been his 82nd birthday. McCain's daughter Megan wept as her family stood in front of the Arizona Senator's flag-draped casket. The former Vietnam War veteran passed away last weekend. He'll be buried next Sunday.
To the rest of the world, John McCain was Arizona. When all of us here traveled and told people we were from Arizona, people knew 2 big things about it: John McCain and the Grand Canyon. Imagining Arizona without John McCain is like picturing an Arizona without the Grand Canyon.
Gangs involved in the Hutch-Kinahan feud are still running their criminal empires from inside prison with the use of smuggled mobile phones. The claim is made in a new documentary which will air here on Virgin Media 1 later tonight.
The Kinahan-Hutch feud has so far claimed 14 lives, and those involved in it use fear as a weapon.
There was a child's bedroom in the house. The child wasn't in the bedroom, but they threw a petrol bomb in, didn't light it, but just said, we know where the child is, that's what we can do.
A new documentary, which airs tonight on Virgin Media 1, shows the intense pressure prison officers are coming under to try to manage these gangs. It also exposes the extent to which those linked to this feud are able to stay involved in crime while behind bars, with the use of smuggled mobile phones. Prison authorities insist they are on top of the problem.
Mobile phones now are very small plastic type items that are very hard to detect, but we are successful in ensuring that we're disrupting that.
But others strongly disagree.
A criminal gang in prison can smuggle in a mobile phone and they can keep in contact with their colleagues in the outside world in their criminal gang, so they can run their criminal empire.
There doesn't seem to be a commitment to crack down on phone usage in prisons.
Tonight's documentary exposes the fear and bloodshed that this feud has brought to the streets of Dublin, causing many to despair.
It's the fruit of greed, it's the fruit of lack of conscience, and I can see that it's destroying people's lives.
Geraldine Nina, Virgin Media News.
And Hutch versus Kinahan, Ireland's deadliest feud, airs tonight here on Virgin Media 1 at 9 p.m. A warehouse fire in Melbourne, Australia has sent huge toxic plumes of smoke across the city and forced the closure of several schools. The city's fire department says more than 100 firefighters and 30 fire trucks were fighting the blaze using cranes. Firefighters managed to stop the fire from spreading to nearby buildings. Residents living in nearby suburbs were advised to close their windows and doors because of the smoke. No injuries have been reported. Now it's over to Aidan for all the sport.
Mitsubishi Motors sponsors Sports Updates.
Thanks indeed, Michael. Good morning. Benfica are in the pot for this evening's Champions League group stage draw. They beat PAOK 4-1 in Salonika last night in the second leg of their tie. That was a 5-2 aggregate win. Red Star Belgrade and PSV are also in the draw for the Champions League group stage after last night's action. And you can see that draw live on Virgin Media 3 from 5 p.m. this evening. Now, Celtic, Rangers and Burnley will all be aiming to be in tomorrow's draw for the Europa League. They're all in action this evening in the second round of their Europa League playoff round. And Anthony Martial has been offered a new 5-year deal at Manchester United, despite the manager's willingness to sell him during the summer. Martial was also keen to move on, but the club's vice-chairman, Ed Woodward, feels the player can be a long-term asset to the club, and the offer on the table is believed to be worth £130,000 a week. Martial may sign it, but only if he thinks Jose Mourinho's time at Old Trafford is running out. Now, the Wales manager Ryan Giggs has ruled out replacing Jose Mourinho at Manchester United. He's urging all at the club to stand by their manager. Pressure, of course, on Mourinho after back-to-back Premier League defeats.
It's a time for the fans to stick together and get behind the club, get behind the team, get behind the manager, get behind the coaching staff. That's me purely speaking as a fan. I think it's a tough time at the moment, but we've had tough times before and we've come through it. So
12-1 would be to succeed Jose. You expect a call anytime soon.